Everybody just leaves me. Okay, the identity block. Really, really important. Identity theft. If you haven't heard about it or you haven't experienced it, it's out there.
It is.
It's a huge process if it happens to you, if somebody steals your identity. Here to tell us all about this great product is Mark, who's going to be joining us right now. For $34, you can get the 5 passports at home, and these are going to be $34 with Easy Pay as an option. They're very, very popular here at TSC. Nice to have you.
I'm happy
Thanks
to be
for
back.
staying and not...
No, I won't leave you. We're here.
So we're going to talk about the passport, and then we also have the credit card ones, too, that we'll be offering.
Of course.
So how does this work?
Let's dive right into it.
Yeah.
Have you heard about Tap and Go? Have
yes.
you been at the pump? And
yes,
it's
at your
quick?
coffee shop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, is that not good?
Well, you know what? It's good because it's fast, right?
Right.
Super
It's
efficient, convenient. But there's a little bit of a downside to it. That's what I'm going to demonstrate right here.
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to do. Real simple. Okay, my credit card, unsecured wallet, and to do this demo, I take a very old phone. This is a 5-year-old phone, all right? And the little app that I'm going to be using, okay, just to show that you don't have to be a hacker or somebody with elaborate means, this was developed by a young man in his basement, all right? So look at this. I think this is the first time that you've actually seen this. Are you surprised?
Look at that.
Now, you can see my name, my credit card number, and you know what?
Yeah.
Why don't you take a look at this? And I'm going to pull out my card just so you can see.
Yeah.
And I was able to do this through the wallet, once again with a very old phone and an application that's just available to anybody.
Anybody can get that.
Now, can you imagine that if I'm a criminal
gosh.
organization, I have intent and resources, and I want to get to your information, you think that I'll be able to?
Absolutely.
So this is a bit of an issue, right? It's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
We've developed a tool that looks very, very simple, but it's going to put an end to all these types of worries. Now, if you feel it, you're like, oh, it just looks like paper, right?
Just like,
Just like paper.
Yeah.
But you know what? I took one apart because most people say, what is that? Now, I took this completely apart, and what I'm doing here is I'm demonstrating that, you know what? More than just paper. It's paper-based, but it's tear-resistant. I've been trying to pull on this all day. Can't break it.
Right.
And the most important thing, the reason I took it apart, if you look inside here, you see that shiny metallic aspect to it? That's your shielding. That's what's preventing any form of transaction from a scanner to your card. So you're taking back control. And the reason it's embedded within the layers is so that when you use your card, put it in and out, when you're using it every single day, well, your shielding functionality will never be compromised.
Okay, so and here's some information here as you're seeing. So you're getting 5 passport sleeves, 10 payment credit card sleeves included for $34. But you know, if this happens to you, or it could happen to anybody, it's, you know, for $34. You're not even going to miss that. So this is exactly how it works with the protection and the layers of protection too.
Embedded within.
Okay.
While you're just talking, you know, we did the demo with the credit card here, and you know, it applies to a debit card as well. This is a little bit scarier. Now look at this. This is the new Canadian passport. Okay, and once again, I introduced Penelope. And Penelope, well, her information just got scanned. Everything a customs agent has access to, I'm able to get right away.
Just by using a cell phone with an app.
Again,
that can take
that's
your
available
identity.
to everybody.
Yeah.
So you know what? We're not here to scare anybody. We're here to protect people. All you need to do is your identity block sleeve for your passport, for your card. That's it.
That's it. Make sure it's in the sleeve.
In the sleeve.
And your credit cards, make sure they're in the sleeve. If they're just in a wallet, it doesn't have that protection that the sleeves have. Almost 1.7 million, I read off your website, 1.7 million Canadians were victimized by some kind of identity theft. That was in 2010.
That's correct.
Even more so now.
The statistics keep on going, and it's exponential.
Can only go up. Let's have a look at this, and you can, Mark, explain to us what we're seeing here.
Yeah, exactly. So this is just a scenario. As you can see, you know, you're in a public place. Somebody brushes up against you, you don't even realize it, that's it, your identity is stolen, all right? This could be in a like I said, you're in the transit, you're in the metro, you're in a bus, you're anywhere, you're at a restaurant.
Area.
There you go, as simple as that. And you know, you were talking about how bad this is. On a daily basis, 14 new victims every second of cyber fraud and cyber crime. This is what this is all about.
And you have to know when this happens, and if this happens, it's a huge process. So explain that. You have, like, if... So explain what happens in that situation.
Well, you know what? Once your information's been taken,
Yeah.
it can be halfway across the world. There could be transactions that are being made in your name, but much worse than that. And we're hearing stories, you know, even from people that are here. As we're going around during the day, people are telling me, I've been a victim of identity theft. You have no idea what I went through. It took a year and a half for me to get back my life. That happened to me back in 2002. I was a victim of identity theft.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have to prove that you didn't
That's
do
exactly
what
the
is
case.
going on out there under your name, but it wasn't you.
And that's when you actually find out, because to be honest with you, the only way you're even going to find out that this has occurred is when it's already too late. It doesn't make a sound. I have this here making a nice big sound to display when your ID's been stolen. Believe me, the sophisticated tools don't make a noise.
Well, you know what? Yeah. And with our minimum easy pays, it's 4 payments at $8.50. Interest-free on your credit card. You can pick them up online, tsc.ca. But if you're traveling, you're out there, you're in the busy city, you're on the subway, you're down on the corner of so-and-so downtown. You know how busy that corner is.
Yes.
It's so important. Protect your identity. It's so simple. It's so simple. It takes no, there's nothing difficult about, nothing to program. It's putting your credit cards in the sleeve, putting your passport in the sleeve.
That's it.
So then if somebody comes up to you, and it can just be like coming up to you this close, they can easily scan.
That's the case.
Your passport or your credit card and have access to all your information. Can you show us that again and show us the product because these are paper. So I want people to know when they're getting them at home, paper-based. When you're getting them at home, you might, well, can I put a credit card in a sleeve and it's just protected, or there's other. This is designed with technology to make sure your identity on your credit card and passport isn't stolen.
That's exactly the case. And you know what? That's really important. You touched on something. You know what?
Look at this thick leather, right?
And you know
Insert
what?
here.
I could put it in my pocket and I'll still be able to scan right through. There you go. You just saw it. I mean, it just happened. Through the pocket, through the wallet.
It's too scary.
With a non-sophisticated tool. But you know what?
Right.
Let's come back to something really important. What this product allows you to do, and this is what's truly unbelievable. We spoke to the fact that this is, you know what, a very sophisticated material that's been used. This is much more than you would think. This is actually military-grade protection. This is what's used, all right, by government officials, by armies worldwide to protect their access cards. So what we've done essentially is we've brought in military-grade protection in a convenient form that you can put into your own wallet.
Easy.
So you don't have to go and change a wallet. You don't have to go and buy something sophisticated or technical. Keep your wallet. Use the IdentityBlock sleeve.
Good.
Military-grade protection.
That's good.
Everyday use.
You're keeping your wallet or keeping, right? And you don't have to make a big change. It's just adding this to it. Can we have a look at that video again, Raj, if you don't mind, on the layers? Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. But you're getting 10 credit card sleeves, and you're getting, is it 5? 5 of the passport sleeves. So for the family, you have 5 of those, 10 of the credit card sleeves. So here's the technology that we're talking about, Mark.
Absolutely. And as you can see, the reason that we put this up there is it's not just limited to a debit or a credit card. Transit passes these days are using it. Identification. I'm from out of town. I was staying in a hotel. Guess what? The hotel room key yesterday was contactless. So that means that if somebody was able to skim this information, when I walk out, somebody's walking in, getting my stuff. Not really safe.
No.
There you go. But this is the way that you can just, a very simple way, preventive measure. You don't have to hear about identity theft anymore.
See, this is good information because you don't really think about it, or you don't know about it until it actually happens to you, or you hear a story about it. And then you go, well, what works? What can I do to prevent this? This is what works. This is what you can do to prevent it. It's affordable. It's really, really easy. So you just slide your credit card in there. No matter if I didn't have this sleeve, Mark, and I just had my credit cards in my leather purse, going through the lining, in my handbag, in my wallet, going through all the different levels of my wallet, it still can be scanned. Is that right?
It still can be scanned.
Can still be scanned through your clothes, through your leather purse, through your leather wallet, and people can still get your information.
And let's come back to what I said from the beginning. I insisted on the fact that this is a 5-year-old phone with something that's just available out there. Wow. If I'm a criminal organization with intent and resources, I'm using something that's much more sophisticated, and I'm able to get you from a lot farther away. It's been proven in a lab that we can get it from about 1 meter away with a credit card. And when it comes to the IDs and passports, you could be across the street.
And what did you say, how many people are being affected by identity theft today? Was it 4?
Cyber fraud, and credit card fraud, and on a worldwide basis, is 14 victims every second. That's over a million people a day.
Oh, here we go. Here are the stats again.
Yeah, but if we talk about Canada, because that's our reality, 1 out of every 5 adult Canadians on a yearly basis is victim of credit card fraud. Meaning you got that call, was that your transaction? And worse and worse. Some people, we've heard the stories, people come to us, they've had mortgages taken out in their names in different cities. That's how bad it could be. Based on a little bit of information, and there we go.
Oh my gosh. That is like panic, even just hearing about that. Panic. Can you, just your credit card very quickly, does it's, again, even those those new tap, like you're going through the the gas station or you're going through your coffee shop and you're tapping it, it has that. If your credit card has that, that's what we're talking about. It's easily to scan.
That is the logo, but
that's the logo.
Truth be told, a lot of these cards didn't have the logo before.
Not that we want to show your credit card, but
that's all right. It's been showing all day.
Okay.
Yeah. But that being said, yeah, that's the logo. But it's not necessarily the case. Sometimes you will not see it, and you still have that capacity.
And you still have that.
Yeah, absolutely. The real way to know is to try to actually pay with it, and you'll see. Yeah.
Okay, for $8.50 over the 4 months on Easy Pay, well worth it.
Of course.
Identity theft. This is giving you that protection. It's identity block. No one can now come up to you with their cell phone and scan your credit cards or your passport or scan the back of your pocket if you're on the subway or the bus and you're just standing there and your wallet's in the back pocket. They can easily take their phone and scan. You wouldn't even know.
You would never know.
Because it's busy, it's loud.
Never
you wouldn't
know.
even know.
You'll never know.
So with those sleeves, you are completely protected.
Completely protected.
And they're popular, 5-star reviews online. If you go online and punch in this item number, 512508, you will see 5-star reviews on this one. 5 passport sleeves, and let me just see, on this one, you're getting 3 passport sleeves and 5 payment card sleeves for $24.99. So if you like this one, it is available with 4 Easy Pays at under $7.
And that's ideal if, let's say, you're a smaller family.
Yes.
Okay, and you're going to travel. You don't need to protect just everybody. This is going to make sure that that vacation you've been waiting for all year, saving for, is not ruined. That you have access to your funds and you can go to the beach and not be stuck on the phone trying to fix your finances.
And that's a good idea. I'm thinking honeymoons, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right, if you have your honeymoon coming up, or vacation you spent a fortune on, you don't want it to be ruined by something like this. And
Let's
it can
say
very
parents
easily.
are traveling.
Yeah.
Aren't they vulnerable?
Yeah.
You know, my parents didn't even know these credit cards could do such things. Can you imagine?
I know, right? So you're getting 3 of the, just let me back that up. 3 of the passport sleeves, 5 of the credit card sleeves, $24.99. 4 Easy Pays at $6.24. Under 512508, have a look on our website to order those. And you do have a guarantee, too.
Of course. The product is 100% guaranteed. I'll be honest with you, we've never had a return. Why? Because it works.
It works.
Why.
And who's using this technology?
Like I said, our company is actually a federal contractor. So this is military-grade protection for everyday use.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much. Good to
Don't be the next victim.
Yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely not. I'll be getting those. We're going to break away just for a moment and share with you. This is Natalie in the river, just lying around Atlantis. Let's have a look.
I'm Natalie Garofalo here.